Well, first, finish the season healthy to set it up so that we're in a good spot for October. And I think it's just playing baseball, not trying to do too much, not trying to push for, sometimes you can stress out wanting to finish too strong in a sense. Just easy, play baseball. Everybody's been working great, so just kind of let that carry over until the end of September. We're loaded, and that's credit to Dave Dombrowski to be able to recognize talent, and then also John Middleton to be able to work the payroll to be able to afford all these guys for the push. And that's just a testament to him really wanting to win for the city of Philadelphia. There's no way around this statement, and that's winning is really hard. And baseball is a hard game. So the only thing that we can do is to trust ourselves, to do all the little things as best we can, and to know that at the end of the day, like, we just play our game, and hopefully it's enough. Well, I think that talking about an MLB expansion and the realignment of the division is all great, but we need to focus on them talking about wanting to lock us out to implement a salary cap. Before we can entertain and accept any other things, that's like a gigantic elephant in the room that needs to get addressed. I think that both tables need to be able to sit together and communicate transparently, because talking with Rob a little bit, and then obviously being a union rep for 6 years and listening to the people that we have representing us, there's not a lot of trust in the other side, it feels like. I don't know who's telling the truth, who's not telling the truth. All I know is that there's a lot of grown men that are saying two very different messages on the health of our game. And we have to be able to come together and be able to get all the information transparently and come to a decision that benefits baseball and also benefits the people that are most important for baseball, and that's the players. Because without the players, there's no game. Well, okay, now why are we able to speak up? That's their first thing, is we're able to speak up because collectively we have a lot of time working in this business, Major League Baseball. And also too, that the people that have come before us, veterans that when they were young, they were with veterans that were a part of the '94 labor crisis and things like that, when business negotiations between both sides were not going well. That hasn't happened in a very long time, so there has been plenty of really good careers that has started and ended before any controversy has begun. So I think that with the Phillies, we have educated individuals that can speak on stories that we've heard, experiences that we've had of our own in the business of baseball. So there's a little bit more ground to stand on, where now the league is as young as possible. I mean, I think it's like the youngest it's ever been. So there's a lot of teams where a veteran on a team could only have 3 or 4 years. That player, even though extremely talented, versed in the world of labor negotiations and that side of it being a player, he's still very young. Like when I was coming up, you weren't really considered a veteran until after your free agent contract at 7 years. Now it's not really looked at like that anymore. It can be, I think it can be intimidating, only because like for so long you hear everybody at our union talk about him as if he's the boogeyman that's out to get us. Unfortunately, right, in my life, I've had to deal with lawyers. I've gone through a divorce before. I've gone and sat through a mediation. Having a son that's 12 years old and being able to send him to a private school, I'm able to meet with successful adults that are good in their field that aren't baseball players. Some of those happen to be attorneys. Some of them happen to be businessmen. And I do the best I can to just ask questions and listen. Because at the end of the day, Rob is a human just like all of us and doing the best job he can, which his job is to take 30 billionaires, which have probably pretty colorful personalities, right? Usually successful people that have a lot of resources, have secure colorful ambitions and personalities, he has to unify all of them and try to come together for an agreement to that works for all of them, when some people are worth X amount of billions and some people are worth X amount of billions, and there's a large gap in between that could the financial landscape, even though everybody owning a baseball team is wealthy, their appetite for what's appropriate can be vastly different. Well, esa es mi casa, ese es más importante. So, para jugar aquí es fácil para jugar con mi corazón. You know, mi familia está aquí mirando, y pelota es un juego de niños.